How blessed to see these children, the ones serving in the Lord. First time. And while this is the first time that I've been directly involved in construction of a church, Pulo Mission Church. And for several days, while I'm there, especially with volunteers, labeling all those gravel. As I watch it, I could see all the volunteers mostly, except the carpenters. But the volunteers from our church are mostly fathers. Mga youth din, but mostly fathers. And those adult clergies and other fathers in the church. And I could see, what I could see is that we fathers, leaders, laying the foundation of the church. And what comes to my mind, the church would continue. And the continuity of the church, of the mission, of the vision is our children. And I'm so thankful to God that I see that, because it could give us the importance of our children in the church, that they are the next generation of workers, leaders, fathers in the community. So today we are celebrating the Feast of Holy Innocents, giving honor and remembering those little boys that have been slaughtered because of the greed, the selfishness of one man. And he was so threatened in his power that somebody would take over. And with that, he chose to kill all the boys because the Magi, the three Magi, did not go back to him to tell him the truth. It's an overkill, as it says, that in order to kill a rat, you have to burn the whole house. So also, he cannot pinpoint who Jesus was on that those little boys, children. He slaughtered all those little boys 2 years old and below. And they become martyrs, that's why we just read. They're given their lives to Christ, even without knowing it why. And sometimes also we could see, even in Christmas, we have celebrated the first martyrs in Stephen. And then here celebration also of the youngest martyrs, the little children. So today it gives us, could see the importance of life. Importance of life. We are adherents of, we are pro-life. All life is sacred. This is one of our preference why we stand on pro-life, because we believe in life. It's a gift of God. From conception to the natural death. And in the process, we have to protect our children. This spirit of slaughtering these young boys in that time of Jesus is same spirit that right now in our generation. Maybe it's not an outright killing of these little boys, but that spirit of abortion that comes from here. That the enemy want to destroy the future. That's why he have to destroy the children. If there's no children, there is no future. And this would also give us an awareness to parents that our children is the target of the enemy. Target the enemy. He could destroy the children, they could destroy the future. to kill, to steal the future. That's why we have to protect them. We have to protect them. And with that, as part of importance of life, you could see the protection of our children, first of all, is a responsibility as parents, but above all, also as parents that need to guide them, but our obedience to God. That is the best protection. We parents could give the best we could protect them, but it's limited. But our obedience would really protect them. How? When the Lord said to Joseph, go out, bring Jesus out of this place, the father heard God, and he obeyed. That's why the child Jesus was protected from the work and the plan of the enemy. Because the father heard from God and obeyed God. So, also, the best protection we could give to our children is not only of our prayer, but also of our listening and obedience to God. Because God has a plan for our children. He will always first talk to us as parents what to do. So, that's why it's very important that we parents are also in tune and also have relationship to God, because that is the best protection we could give to our children. Yes, we have our prayers, we have our guidance, but you see, God is well able to protect our children. He has a plan. He has a plan. In Advent Watch, we have one reading there that it talks the whole family of Jesus, the genealogy of Jesus. You see, one importance of that scripture, of that reading, is the continuity of the plan of God. He used the family, He used people, He used person. That's why son of. There's always the Father and the Son, because the continuity of the work or the plan of God. And may also we have an awareness that parents, that our children is the continuity of the plan of God. Continuity of the plan of God in the church and even in your family. The continuity. You know, the Chinese have this concept. You see, Masing and sons. You see that? Masing already gone, but the business continue, the sons continue. Same also with Jesus. Always says, the son of. There's a continuity. There's always a continuity. Whatever it is, whatever the plan of God in a family, because every family, God has a plan, and it should be continued. Whatever the legacy, the heritage, there's always a plan of God in every family. And we fathers, parents, would see to it that the plan of God would continue in our family. We Filipinos don't have much awareness of that. Why? There are a lot of businesses, good business, started by parents. When pass it on to children, it's gone. Because they had not trained the children to continue the work. One of that is that in the old times, days, have you heard, especially we in our age today, the Marikina shoes? The Marikina shoes is one of the best shoes in the world. can compete with floor shine American-made shoes, Marikina shoes. But the children now, Marikina shoes is no longer existing because the children did not continue the plan of God. When President Duterte became president, he go to Marikina and he looked for somebody who would make his shoes. And there's one old man. He's an old man working shoes. He said, I'm still working. And he's still there in his old shanty working that shoes. They make me that shoes because it is durable and it's Philippine made. But sad to say, that old man, he said, my children do not like this work. So it means to say when that old man dies, his crop would die also. So here the importance of our children, the continuity of the work of God in our family, in the church. We have to protect them. And also, we have not to protect their physical, whatever it is, but also spread their spiritual life. We should guide our children to be in the church. That's why sometimes sad to hear some parents who will not allow their children to go to church. They see the church is competing in their plan for their children. No. It's always working hand in hand with the parents. Because no matter how bright our children, without the character of God, it will not make them more successful. That's why today we have politicians who are bright but corrupt. Because their brightness, their academic excellence was not balanced with godly values. With godly values that would shape their character. Only in the church. That's why we parents would always encourage our children to go to church. And we also be church. Well, I remember this. While I'm still in the youth in Manila, one of the brothers says, when we become old, like us, become adult, see to it that you bring your children to the youth. So, some adult youth already have already married, they bring their children in the youth. Sila ang nagdadala. Sila para may kasama pa uwi o saka magdala. Kasi Manila yun eh. Little sacrifice for us. So that at the early age, they could see their parents, the one really encourage them to go to church and develop the concept of church and God. So, here today, it reminds us the importance of our children. The life of our children is a gift of God. And also to protect them because they are in the wanted list of the enemy. Because he wants to destroy our children, destroy the future, both our families and of the church. Here, once again, it always reminds us that our children are the next generation of workers, the next generation of leaders, the next generation of parents. If you want to improve the future, a better future, then install in the heart of the children today the values of God.